Welcome to the Whiskey Couch. This is the place to be, whether you are a whiskey first timer or a long time whiskey enthusiast or even a connoisseur. My name is Gustav Miller, and today I will be reviewing the Glenmorangie original 10-year-old single malt, and I will also make a few pairing suggestions if you are interested in whiskey and food pairing. The Glenmorangie distillery can be found in the Northern Highlands of Scotland. It is owned by Glenmorangie Company, who's part of the Moët Hennessy Group, and they also own the Ardbeg distillery way at the bottom here on the island of Islay. That's your Speyside region in the Northern Highlands, and then way up here, quite close to the coast in the very northern part of Scotland, that is where the Glenmorangie distillery is situated. It was established in 1843, which is almost 170 years ago, if my maths are correct. And Glenmorangie can produce up to 6 million litres of spirit every year. It is the most sold single malt in Scotland, which says something. If the Scots choose this whiskey above all others, biggest seller in Scotland, must say something. They are quite well known for their extremely tall copper stills, and that's why this emblem is on the box as well, which of course produces a softer, more delicate whiskey. Tall copper stills at Glenmorangie. This whiskey comes in South Africa, 43% alcohol by volume, 750 milliliter bottle, and it was matured in ex-bourbon casks. In other words, American oak used to mature bourbon in America, and in America they can only use their barrels once. So after they've used it, the Scottish distilleries would buy them, and the majority of Scottish whiskey is matured in ex-bourbon casks, as is this one, and chill filtered with colouring. You can see the colour here. If we go to the colour chart, it looks like it could be a light amber color. Yes, color, maybe even a pale straw, color. This single malt from Glenmorangie. On the nose, the aromas of this, because of the ex-bourbon casks, I would expect some citrus and vanilla, and I must say I get it right there. A bit of alcohol fumes coming up, citrus and ripe peaches with the vanilla. That's what I'd say on the nose, citrus, ripe peaches, and I expect them to continue onto the palate. Creamy yet delicate, smooth because of those long stills. Citrus is there, vanilla is there. Picking up a bit of coconut in between the wood spices. The wood spices is definitely coming through, stronger than I would expect now with the second sip, but a bit of coconut as well right there. Fruity, soft. The finish is clean and fresh, which is to be expected from the bourbon casks. Clean and fresh fruit. A sherry cask matured whiskey would have been more like poached fruit cake. But this is a fresh fruity whiskey, oranges and peaches all over the show. I wonder what a bit of water would do if we just add a few drops to loosen it up a little bit and to release a bit more flavor. Let's see what happens with a bit of water. Alcohol fumes. I should actually let it stand for a few minutes. Now the vanilla is still there. The water just softens it up. Beautiful whiskey. Still the spice is there. Delicate. If you want to pair this with something, I would suggest something like a provolone cheese. I think that'll go well with this whiskey, provolone cheese. Or white chocolate. Or Cranagan. Cranagan will go very well with this fruity, soft, sweet whiskey. Cranagan is a Scottish dessert made with whipped cream and honey and toasted or roasted oats and berries. So that'll go well with this. Or otherwise, flapjacks, pancakes with a whiskey infused warm honey syrup and a bit of cream on top, whipped cream on top. That'll work very well. If you want to get fancy, you can try oysters with this whiskey. Oysters with a lemon ginger sauce. If I were to put it in a flavor category and you look at the single malt taste map, flavor map, you will find the Glenmorangie right here in the bottom left quadrant, light and delicate, next to Glenfiddich and Glenlivet 12-year-old whiskey. Very good whiskey here. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Feel free to subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can just click the subscribe button. And we'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow with some more whiskey tasting and whiskey pairing. Sláinte.